Hello everyone, my name is Rituro, and this is my life in Silver League. It is my 2v2 placement match for January 2015 Season 1, launch on Katherine Square. My ally, a randomer, level 55 named McBomb, and my opponents from Clan Squad, we got Weebies and Yuzza. So it'll be a PZVTZ as we get right here on Katherine Square. Katherine Square, of course, the site of the famous proxy rush defense, myself and Yolan. This is just a random queue, though. As you can see, I'm trying to work out a plan here with McBomb. And McBomb does what I think anyone should do when playing your placement match. Go for the cheese. Proxy hatch. Because why not? I do the smart thing, go, okay, you're going to go cheese, I'm going to play it safe. Buy out a late game mech. That's the goal here. And let's see how that works out. So pretty standard opening here. Aside from that, just the one pilot at the front gate to check for any sort of anybody running through to the back door, which is a very smart player, especially on this map, considering you do have an easy natural for both players to expand to, but it can be easily exploited. Drops, warp-ins, hidden bases, the whole shebang. Always good to defend against that whenever possible. So good job there by Team Squad, Yuzza, and Weebies. Meanwhile, back at our base, I've done the usual thing here. Started off with the supply depot near here, and then with the barracks, knowing I don't really need to worry about walling in when I have a Zerg ally. It's all about speed and getting things out. More importantly, if my partner's proxying, I want to make sure we don't get proxied as well, so I'm going to scout here in the back first, make sure nothing snuck by while I was building. It's almost like I learned from my mistakes. Meanwhile, this Overlord slowly floating out as the two drones from McBomb prepare for that proxy hatch play. Spawning pool on the way here, off of the standard, shoot about, I guess, 14 pool, for Weebies. And instead, as a proxy hatch manages to go down. Now, that is going to be detected immediately. And off comes a drone and a probe from the line. And all the drones coming offline to stop this proxy hatch before it can get started. Now, they are actually winning this war of attrition. You're cutting into the economy severely. And there, the last one can be canceled. That keeps the drone alive, and the drone will actually escape to proxy the other day, all while completely stopping the income for Weebies. Great delaying tactic there. As the spawning pool is done, which means Lings will be on the way. Sure enough, 4 Lings on the way here for Weebies. As just standard macro open here, though, for Yuzza, as it has one gateway done. Siren is scoring second pylon on the way. As the second proxy hatch has been started, about a third of the way done. Oh, proxy hatches, we love you. So McBomb going for that early cheese. However, the Lings have arrived, and down goes the drone, and the base is safe for now. So this will be a move off to expand here. Almost have money in the bank to get that natural expansion done. Sooner or later, that will be slapped down. Meanwhile, over with McBomb, spawning pool is almost done, about 3/4 done. First extractor on the way here for that gas. Yeah, the metabolic boost out the door. Meanwhile, I got my single refinery fully saturated, 12 plus mule on minerals. Second barracks up and running. Kind of falling behind a bit on my production here. Got SCVs, got barracks, I got money in the bank. Just really falling down on my macro here, getting those units onto the field. Though I am doing my best to keep a sight on what is going on here, making sure that we aren't surprised by anything here. And great sight here, using the SCV to patrol back and forth between those two zone level watchtowers. However, I have reinforced this proxy hatch, which is done. Drones on the way now, and a queen to try and defend it. I have my marine providing what little assistance it can, but unfortunately, out the front door go Lings. They spot the proxy hatch, and we will try and delay for as long as we can. The drones reinforcing here as they go for the Baneling as the forward tech here as well. No such luck, though, as the Lings will be able to clean this up, and I don't even have to queen. The queen will spawn, but will it have any effect whatsoever? My guess is no. The hatch will certainly be destroyed by the Stalker Ling combo. One Ling will go down. McBomb, love and life here, gets all of one Ling for his troubles. Not the best idea. Does, again, pull more resources into defending this. A little bit of creep there blocking the front door, but not doing anything much more than that. And the tech is destroyed. Warp gate tech about 2/3 complete here for Yuzza as he gets his 4 gate up and running here. Again, very standard here, with the exception of the delayed expansion there for Weebies and the crazy proxy nonsense for my partner, McBomb. We, however, have expanded off the back of this. Second base only now, second safe base, I should say, just now going down for McBomb, while I get my second almost complete there at the natural, expanding where I can here. I do have a reactor and tech lab on these two barracks, as well as a bunker prepared for any sort of counter rush, and sure enough, good-looking wall of lings here, no metabolic boost just yet. Gas is there, we might see that sooner than later. Meanwhile, great static defense setting up here. Two cannons, most core on the way forward, just pumping out that level 1 shield upgrade, and the gateway are almost done. One zealot almost out on the field here, as the Stalker is cleaning up yet another Overlord that will supply block the bomb, unless it can float to safety. No, it cannot. It will go kaboom, which is unfortunate, but expected as an Overlord is on the way here. Hatchery almost complete. As I am starting my level 1 weapons upgrades here at the engineering bay. Have missile turrets in defense here, looking for DTs, looking for observers, looking for any sort of drop. That should be well defended. And the assault here, this actually is a decent sized arm. This could overwhelm our static defenses. Waiting for a few more reinforcements here before moving out and checking, it looks like, for any sort of proxies of our own, which, considering the craziness that McBomb has pulled, not a horrible idea. However, it has allowed this spine crawler a chance to get into position. And with a bunker, some Marine Marauder holding the ramp, suddenly walking through the door might not be the best idea. And sure enough, they will back off. And this will give me time to get a third barracks up and running here, and a fourth. And no, that is not a barracks, that is a factory, my apologies. A factory up and running, which again, good idea. If you know you're facing off against Ling, tanks, good unit. Siege tanks, very good unit. Creep troopers now coming up the front doors. The Lings begin to scout and look for the army, and they found that this is not a fight they can win or even really want to hang around for. And while the Stalkers clean that up, the Lings split and go forward. Now, will that split end up costing? There's still no metabolic boost here. Now they're at the front door. Now the boost is kicking in, but unfortunately, the Spike are flinging those Lings left, right, and center. It's a great choke point here, actually. Down goes the crawler, but the bunker is still functioning, still bunking, I guess that would be the term. And they will actually manage to hold this choke point and keep the army from advancing. And now, even with the SCV mix in there, this army has been pushed back. The Bling's actually making a decent run of it. Not really much happening there, as they do go to their untimely deaths. And this is a good chance here to expand. And indeed, Yoza will expand here. Reinforcing now is Weeby, making sure that no more crazy stuff comes running through, which is a good idea, especially in 2v2, when you know that either player could come at you at a moment's notice here. Good to make sure you have your home base secure. It's going to be pure star, looks like, here for Yuza, with the now metabolic boosted Link, mixing some roaches, so we're seeing some tech diversity here from Weebiel. Yuza sticking with the Mass Stalker, again, not a horrible idea, but here we go. We have the pylon on the way, we have the Twilight Council coming down now. That would be, I assume, for Blink, because if you're going to go all Stalker, you'd better get some Blink on the way there. Why wouldn't you? Evo Chamber also on the way here for Weebies. Back home, more drones on the way, as there's very, very poor saturation here because of all McBomb's craziness. There has been a worker transfer. That would explain why. Queen now also getting the Inject Larvae, I would assume soon to do the Inject Larvae, as the macro game slowly picks up here for my Zerg partner. Meanwhile, I am once again running to supply trouble. So down come the queued up supply depots and another missile turret for defense here. Second factory is done. Siege tanks now being pumped out. Baneling's down the field now for McBomb, as I am almost done my stim, which is good. Gotta get that stim. I'm trying to balance my money here so I can get a balanced force out and, more importantly, lift that supply block. No point in building units when you're at full supply block, so might as well get more buildings onto the field. There's that Blink on the way. Level 1 shields are done. Level 1 weapons on the way. Could we be seeing Devil Forge perhaps into more upgrades? Remains to be seen, though. It looks like it's going to be pure Stalker with the occasional Zealot mixed in. A little bit of diversity there, as the Queen for Weebies gets that creep spread working out the front door. Creep spread so far favoring McBomb, having managed to get at least one creep tumor out the front door, better than none. And there it goes, slowly building that creep highway to the opposing base. Meanwhile, I have taken the opportunity to take a third base, because we're not being pressured. I am Terran, and 3-base Terran is a fantastic prospect, especially in 2v2. Supply block is rapidly lifting here as these are being completed, and tanks are coming out the door as fast as I can pump them out here. Also, with 2 tech labs and reactor, that means 2 Marines, 2 Marauders at a time, and sure enough, we're looking at a decent-sized army here. Very good composition. Could really use some air support here, but it looks like the mech is going to be, as promised, the mech is coming on the field. And with the reactor coming off of this, I suspect, because they're going up against Lings, this will be for, I would assume, this would be for Hellbats. And indeed, the armory is about 2/3 done. That would give me the ability to wipe through all of those Lings. Because of shells done now, and the combat shields almost done, about halfway done there. Barona on the way here for McBomb, getting up that tech tree, getting a few examples of just how you can get tech to help you even when you're in the middle of the supply block. Now here, Weebies is making sure nothing crazy is going on in his partner's base here. He is hiding some overlords in the back. Not necessarily the best use of overlords. Like this, for example, is great. Keeps sight of all those little spots where someone could hide, but I mean, this is an excellent place to put an overlord. This thing was down to, I believe I managed to chip this down early in the game to just like 1 or 2. There were hardly any health left on this overlord, but it has sat there, it has regenerated. We're all very proud of that overlord. He's a testament. And we build him the statue of Arcturus Manx. Statue of Arcturus Manx, as he likes to be called. In honor of you, Mr. Overlord. You're truly the champion of us all. Meanwhile, back home, we got the Spire on the way here, as well as some triple hooks for the Baneling. So we could be Baneling Muta. That's a pretty standard Zerg build, especially when you are realizing that you are behind. You need to get units on the field quickly. Ling Ling Muta, good combo. Speaking of Ling Ling, we got Ling Ling mixed in with Roach here for Weebies as he builds up a massive army around this tower. One Ling's checking out here for McBomb, seeing what's what. His other one is dead and undetected. Another hatchery has been built here. The question is, are they aware of this? They are not aware of this at all. That is a great hidden base. They're very dangerously placed, for sure. Dangerously placed, but it is hidden. Meanwhile, 3 Hellions out scouting here. Not converting to Hellbats just yet. Heading out there and making sure that nothing crazy is happening. Checking for any proxies or what have you. But so far, it's just the 2 bases for Team Squad. Immortal so far mixed in, as is Psystorm. So we have the Templar Archives up and running. Psystorm is on the way. 1 Robo with Immortal coming in. This is the more balanced push. We have Sentries mixed in here, so now Yuza is showing signs of a good balanced army here. Excellent. Meanwhile, the Hellions, oh, they're going to find this army. They're going to find an They got some good angles here, but no micros. I'm not paying attention. Those Hellions are liquefied. No Banelings lost as well. It's all Zerglings doing the work here. Excellent force management and poor micro. I mean, is Hydralisks now mixing in with those glial reconstitutions. For the Roaches, getting them their movement speed. I assume with the Hydralisks done on the field, and dude, we have Groove Spines are can come up next, but I believe the movement speed for Hydras is already done. That is excellent. Meanwhile, 2 starports being built. A Thor is on the way, and double Hellbat as promised. I believe Blue Flame is on the way. There is Blue Flame. The Infernal Pre-Igniter is done and dusted. The army looking pretty good here. Army supply 142 here for my overall supply. A good chunk of that is in SCV. But, I mean, I'm taking a 4th base here because, hey, why wouldn't I at this point? No one's contesting me. I'm starting to max out. Why not take a 4th base? Why not secure myself here? Why not get a little bit of insurance? Get more scans here, more High Templar warping in. This is actually good late game players. Both armies attempting to max out into those late game units. Still not the best creep spread here for Yuza. As a queen is transferring over to this hatchery, I would assume that is for the inject. Slowly. I'm getting there. Don't worry about me. I got it. Nobody help me. Nobody help me. Yeah, she'll get there. She'll get there. And because I'm feeling like a jerk 5th base. Why not? I believe I have more bases than my Zerg ally here. 1, 2, 3 Zerg bases with a proxy hatch here for McBomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases for me. So, you know, that 5 base Terran. Totally standard 2v2. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Meanwhile, the army is looking pretty solid here. We got Thor mixed in with Bio, with Hellbats. No air support as of it. I assume that would change because I have 5 starports now. 5 starports, mostly with Tech Lab. 1 with Reactor, because I believe I saw Muta, or I was thinking perhaps Muta, so at least preparing for that eventuality. We have Cloaking on the way, we have level 2 weapons on the way, we have durable materials for the Ravens on the way, Banshees on the way, Thor's, I want to say I'm building a nice army here, and I am once again supply block, but there it is, there's the queue up. When you got 1,400 minerals, spend them any way you got them. Expansion here now, finally a 3rd base for Yuza. Good place to put it, though. It is unintentionally close to mine, as the Mutas should actually spot this here. Unfortunate timing on this expansion. The Mutas will spot it. The Nexus will complete it. Cannot cancel, which is very unfortunate, because the Mutas are about to make life miserable. Spire now on the way for Weebies, as perhaps a little too late to counter the threat posed by these Mutas. Regardless, oh dear, Yuza. You're not gonna like what happens here. You're also like that the army is moving out. I have hit my supply max. I have not yet hit the cap yet. Almost there though, and I am still pumping out units as fast as I can get them. So I am actually almost at that cap. So there you have it. 199 out of 200, 148 out of 140, and 150 out of 174. So I've actually maxed out my army ahead of both of my opponents, and combined with the 151 of my partner, that should be enough. And this is an interesting choice here, going straight for the Vespene guys. Perhaps not the most compelling choice here. And in fact, and certainly with the army going after the bait of Ling Ling here, it's not going to be good. However, this does give the opportunity to do one very important thing: swing around behind this army, close it in, and absolutely destroy it. Medevac now, realizing it's in a very bad spot, will not have to run out of there. It is dead. It is not alone. It is not alone at all, as here comes my army. It's going to be a classic picture. There are the storms, great stuff for that, but doing more damage to his own units than his enemies. Unfortunately, there the Banshees are going to be destroyed instantly. The Ravens will be destroyed instantly. Oh, Mass Stalker, so good. Meanwhile, Siege Tank and Bunker on the high ground, trying to buy as much time as possible. The roads are going straight through. There's a storm. The storm doing more damage to friend than foe. And now suddenly, the might of my army has shown up and is pushing the opposing army closer and closer into my own base. Which there's some good storms. That's a great storm, ripping apart my army. Unfortunately, that was just the first wave, and now here comes the rest of it. More storms being thrown down. Mech don't care. Mech don't care about your storms, and down goes the Protoss army. There is still plenty more to do, though. Plenty more on the way. I am building massively on the back of this. No production for red or blue. They focus purely on micro. And they will have to, because at the same time, McBomb is making the sneak attack, the harassment down on the expansions. That's not good. The team squad. Meanwhile, the McBomb Rituro combo has cleaned up this attack on the base that has been completely annihilated. I'm still sitting at 187 out of 200 supply committed. McBomb took the brunt of the damage there. I did lose 2 barracks. I believe that was the extent of my damage. And I believe I rebuilt one of them immediately. So there you go. No harm, no foul there. Still got my 5 starports, still got my 3 factories, and I'm still taking a massive army down the center of the map, down Route 1, to smack around our opponents. Meanwhile, third base is gone for blue. Blue also does a red Weebies, the Zerg player. He's got there. There are my scans revealing what I need to reveal. Nothing crazy, no DTs, nothing out of the ordinary, no detection, no observers until this Banshee is going to get a free harass as long as that energy rolls out, and there is plenty of energy. Meanwhile, the rest of the army, and oh my goodness, there is a lot of it, will walk right up the front door. Right up the front door. Hello, how are you doing? Nice to meet you. The Stalkers will potshot the Vikings, who then land. One will be destroyed, the other will be wiped out by the Immortals, and it won't matter because the rest of the army is here to wipe forward with you. Down goes the Immortal, and this Death Ball army, there is some on the back of this here. We've still got 200 max supply. Thors and Marines coming as fast as I get them. 20 Swarm Hosts being made here. Not sure it's necessary to go with 20 Swarm Hosts necessarily, considering that we've got this army on the run. Thor is trying to stutter step, failing miserably, but hey, we love you guys. Tried your best anyway. This base is all but dead. Trying to counterattack here are the Hydras, but they're not going to do it. There's a Stim as well on the back of this. That should, I believe, completely annihilate everything and anything Protoss related, which means it's gonna be all up to Weebies to try and save the day. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, here come the probes. The probes are coming back to the last Nexus. Oh no. Oh, you poor probes. Oh, this is about to get ugly. No. Oh, those probes are massacred. The probes are massacred. Down goes one static defense. That core cannon never stood a chance. The Robos will be next to the last 2 gateways. Now, this is a Ling Ling ball. Can this Ling Ling ball mean a couple good hits? This army is weak, and good hits from the ball will do it, but unfortunately, they will go into the bio, and the mech will still stand. The Thor standing tall, large, and in charge. Yunza has had enough. He's gone. Weebies is right behind him. GG. The combination of Rituro and McBomb are victorious just as the Swarm Hosts arrive. Oh, Swarm Hosts, we hate you so much. So that is a 2v2 placement match. That actually placed me in 2v2 random silver. So, we will still be doing Silver League 2v2 matches in random. That is for sure. Hopefully you enjoyed this placement match for the 2015 season, the first season of 2015. My name is Rituro. Thank you all for watching, everybody. If you like what you've seen, please think about liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, following, either on youtube.ca/steelswords, where all these videos are hosted, or over on twitch.tv/Rituro, where I record all these episodes live. And of course, you can reach out to me on Twitter at @ThatRituroGuy. Once again, my name is Rituro. This is just a little slice of my life in Silver League. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.